Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Crafting in a Small Space. I am Miranda and I am in Small Space Van. Hopefully soon to be in Small Space Car as well. Anyway, it is week 3 of Battle of the Stitches finally. I made this on the last Wednesday. It is reveal day and tutorial day. So I'm gonna make this little short video of revealing it, and then I'm gonna join it to the video of me making it last Wednesday. And so here you go. I made a little bowl, little flat bottom edged bowl. He's so cute. Look at his little poppy bits. Makes me think of a studded bracelet. And then the days after that, I made him a baby friend. I haven't wove my ends in on this one, but I made him a little tiny friend. So they're nesting bows. But if we're only allowed to enter one thing, this is my project for it. But yes, and it is for, well, I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, but I mean, it's a little yarn bowl. This yarn is so funny, it won't like be cool and lay down. There we go. Look, it's a yarn bowl. The skeins of yarn that I have back there, the really large ones, are pretty big. I don't think that they would fit in my yarn bowl. I don't think they would fit in there. I stand corrected. No. No. Here's my yarn bowl. And I was really thinking of it as this. And then I made the little guy while I was sitting at the beach. And then unrelated to it, I made a little red one, but not in that same stitch. The little tiny one is so cute. It holds like my little notions things while I'm sitting. And I have like I have a chair that unfolds, and there's a little table that sits on it, and so this goes on it, and then I put my chapstick in here and my cutter that is floating around on my bed, zipped to my bag. I almost caught my finger on it earlier. Look how cute he is. This yarn was like the perfect yarn for this. But okay, now I'm gonna splice it to the how to make this lovely tutorial video, and go to Critters Crochet. She has more detailed information on the Battle of the Stitches and what is going to happen in week 4. My YouTube does not let me at people or link or hashtag. I don't understand. I don't feel like I've ever really noticed whether it has let me or not. I don't think I've ever added or hashtagged anybody. Or like, you know, tried to make a link in anything. I don't know why it doesn't let me. So when I tried to tag them the first 2 weeks, it wouldn't let me. And then it tried to say that I needed to sign up for something to let me do it, of which I tried to do. I filled all their paperwork out. And then when I did last week's thing to try to at them again, it didn't affect it. So, but here's the bowl. It's pretty big. All right. Okay, for my project, I'm going to do a magic loop, yarn over twice, get yourself a couple chains going here, and we are going to do double crochets in the base. Once you have a couple on your hook, you can take your hands out and kind of go in, and we are going to do 12. So I already have the chains, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, now you see which one you pull with that makes it move, and then you pull with the other. Get off of there. If you need to know how to do a magic ring, you can look that up, because there's a billion different ways. Some people just like to do that chain 4, slip stitch into it kind of thing, but I don't like that. Okay, now we're going to slip stitch into our work again to join. And then we have 12 little perfect babies. We're pretty much just making a round bottom, so do chain 2 again. And we are going to do 2 double crochets in every single stitch. So we're going to go back in. We're making our basic foundation round all the way. Interruptions. Alright, I put it 2 here. You're pretty much just gonna do 2 all the way around. Top of every stitch, just throw in 2 double crochets. I'll be right back. Here we are at the last stitch. Okay, now you might be tempted to try to throw stuff into that. That is not a stitch. That is just your little slip stitch guy right there. So we've got 24, and we have a beautiful little circle. Okay, now we are going to slip stitch to that again. Now this time, we are going to do 2 in one and 1 in the next. Or you could do 1 in this one, 2 in that one. You know, as you please. Look how cute this little circle is. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 in this one and then 2 in the next. And then 1 in the next one. And then 2 in the next. This is basically the crown of every hat or basket, you know. We're on a 2 and a 1. Go all the way around like that. Start with 1 and then put 2 in the next. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way around. You could put 2 in the first and then put 1 and just do that all around, just as long as you do a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, here we are at our last one, and it ended up being a 2 like it was supposed to be. I stop and count. I just make sure I'm on it. Okay, now we're gonna do it again. And then I'm going to do one more ring because I didn't really anticipate having to go down so many yarns, hook sizes, because this yarn pattern, the pattern, the Easy Mock Bobble, doesn't show up very well unless you're like using a really small hook. The picture inside the book, you can't even tell. Like, if I was to not have done a swatch of it, I wouldn't have known these bumps were really bumping, because the picture doesn't show like a side angle. And I ripped out my swatch that I did in the first video so that I could start this, but you can't tell if there's any bobbles right there. And when I was doing it before, I was using let's see what I'm on. I'm on a 4.5 right now. I was using a 5. Because that's what I made my last project with this exact yarn with. So I went down to 4.5 and, hopefully they pop out a little bit more. And I've seen a couple people that are doing the stitch and they're using thicker yarn or thinner yarn and a littler hook. Regular yarn and a thinner hook. So I tried that. So here's hoping, but I'm going to make a basket. But I was hoping my basket would be a little wider, a little faster, so we're probably going to have to put another row or two in. So, okay, let's go again. Chain 2. This time we are going to do 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2 all the way. So they're going to be 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and then 2 in the third. And as usual, we are going to roll around and repeat. So 1, 1 in this one, and 2 in the third. Okay, 1 in this one, 1 in this one, and 2 in the third. 1 in this one. Oops. 1 in this one. And 2 in the third. Every time I'm watching somebody do a tutorial and they fumble, I try to race and see if I can get to the one they're going to eventually do faster. I'm like, ooh, I gotcha. Okay, so go all the way around again. The 1, 1, 2s. 1, 1, and 2 in the third. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, all the way back around. Okay, we're on our last repeat. 1, 1, 2. And then slip stitch in there. Da, 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 da. Okay, our little bucket bottom is looking cute. Gotta stretch these out. I am not used to making something with a crochet hook this small. I usually am on like a, I don't know what this one is. What's 4.5 nowadays? It's so cute. Look at it. I'm trying to center my hands with this thing. This is so cute. Look at his little butt. All right, I think, do we want to go one more? I think one more. Okay, so we're gonna chain up 2 again. And this one is gonna be 3 1s and a 2. And just go all the way back around again. There's 1. There's 1. And third one. See, before we were doing 1, 1, 2. Now we're doing 1, 1, 1, 2. This will be our last little baby circle row so that we can grow upwards at this point and start the actual pattern. And you can fast forward to the actual pattern if you would like, if you know how to make a circle bottom. But I felt kind of like there might be people watching that are like, what the heck do you mean a circle bottom? What do you mean a base? And while I talk, I lose count, even though it's like super simple Simon. I'm just like, did I do 2 or did I do 1? Okay. Plus I have to unravel more yarn from this thing I'm unraveling as I go. Let's see, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. All right, so go all the way back around again. and slip stitch. Alright, now we have our circle. It's looking mighty fine. Look at that little... That's the fun thing about looking at other people's crochets. You're like, ooh, can I see the join? Yes, yes, yes. It looks like little stitches going across. Alright, 1 second. Okay, so now we're going to start building our sides. So we're going to chain up 2, which is a double crochet. And we are going to front post 4 double crochet. Front post, which means going around the stitch, not in the stitch of either side. You're going to go around the post and back out and do a double crochet. And we're going to do that all the way around. This is how I make my baskets anyway. Now, most of the time, you do a double strands to make baskets and things like that, but you can do it this way and harden it, or this way and just put something in it that's kind of hold the sides up. So I'm going to go all the way around, and it may look fiddly right now, but these are going to be the outside. Sorry. This is going to be the outside edge for the basket. This is going to be the outside wall, and this is going to be the bottom of the basket. So, sorry if I keep going out of frame. I'm looking at my hands over the phone, not through the screen. We're going to do that all the way around. Just go through the back post and do a double crochet. And I will meet you back there. Maybe I'll do a few more, because when I pause, if I pause for too long filming, it will back me out. And you can just fast forward all the way to where you need to be done. Keep getting these spam calls and spam texts and voicemails and all this kind of stuff from like different job recruiters. It's like, oh, we got your application on many platforms. We're so interested in your profile. You fit the qualifications so nicely. I have a job. I'm not looking for a job. And the only freaking place that I've made any kind of profile was that Indeed crap, and you can fill out 150 applications and they will not get back to you, and the ones that do are not real. They are just gathering your information, because they will ask you detailed questions and then you just don't answer them, because I have gone through multiple interview processes with them and it's all just information grab. Okay, I'm gonna come back now. Okay. We're coming round the mountain when she comes. And you're gonna slip stitch into there. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. Let's see her for a second here. Alright, so we've got our little tushy of our basket. So we have the ribbed edge. And the reason why you do this is to stand the stitches, but also to have an edge to where when you have stuff in your bucket, you know, whatever you put in it, obviously you can't like stick something heavy in it, but like cool stuff. This edge makes it stay standing better. And then now we're going to start the pattern. right, let me take this out because it's supposed to only be one chain. Look at how cute our little basket is basketing. You could even stop here, except we have to put the pattern in. It looks like a little change bowl for your, like, side table when you walk in the door. That's funny. Alright, let's get back to it. I need to rest between each take because my hands fall asleep now so badly that it starts to burn. Okay, so now we are going to chain up one, and here we are going to, in the first stitch, we are going to do a single crochet so that it has a clean edge to join into right here. That spot right there. Okay, so the pattern is single crochet and now a triple, which is the yarn over twice, draw through. Sorry, that messed up. And then we are going to do a single. I'm going to try to do a tight single because I need it to pop out and be seen better than it was when I did my little swatchy. Okay. And then we're going to yarn over twice, go in the stitch, yarn over, pull through one, yarn over, pull through two, and two. And now we're going to make another single, tight single, stick him out. Oh, they're popping out pretty good right here. I went down a hook size and now it seems to be working. All right. And we are going to do our trebles. I don't know why I keep calling them a treble. I usually call it a triple. For some reason, I'm just like calling it a different name. I know it's sad to see this thing get ripped out. I got somebody saying something to me the other day. They're like, why? I'm like, because I didn't have enough to make the whole thing, and I'm not going to ever wear it because it has huge holes in it. I don't like the big holes. Okay. So now we're going to do another single right here, and we're going to do a tight one. And our treble. I'm just going to do it all the way around. I'm not going to pause this time because I think that I paused one time when I wasn't pausing. And every time I get one of those weird things on my phone, it starts to glitch whether or not it wants to keep filming or not. So, I mean, whether or not it's going to stop entirely. And after I'm done, I'm going to pop all the little guys back out the way that they go. Because I feel like my tight single crochets are pushing them inward a little bit. I need to not do this one tight. Let's see if that works. I feel like these are... Let's do a kind of a more loosey-goosey treble. I'm learning as I go on certain patterns and stuff. Because I do a lot of repeat stuff. I will like a pattern and I'll do it until I can do it without, going back and looking again and again and again. And then I just want to make everything I can in it. And so this stitch is definitely got some little fiddly bits because of all the single crochets and everything. And having to put an enormous stitch next to a little petite baby stitch and having it actually activate the bumps. But seeing as how I'm doing like loose trebles and tight singles, it's actually working and popping them out. Because when I did my swatch in the beginning, it was a very loose, it was very inconsistent with being able to actually see them. I almost want to put I almost want to put a slip stitch in there, because I'm like, it would look so much better. This is gonna be so cute. Okay. All our sticky outy bits, and we slip stitch to the freaking bit there. Whew, that's a good one. Look at her little basket. That's cute. It's gonna be a lot stiffer once I stretch them out. You just kind of like put finger here, and your thumb in the crease. And your thumb in the crease, and just kind of go like this, and it kind of makes it stay standing a little bit better. What I usually put in these is like I'll be making like a hat, and I'll stick the skein of yarn in here, and it'll hold the skein's size I don't have one of those size skeins right now. I only have those big ones up there, and this big one probably fit in here, but I wouldn't want to stretch the bowl out. But it holds it. Instead of having to have a yarn sock, you make your own little yarn bowl. Okay, we got our first layer. All right, let's go back in. Okay, now, ooh, I always cinch it really tight when I finish a piece, like a section, so that I can like observe it without it all ripping out, because I get all excited. Okay, let's put that in there. Okay, we are going to go up, and we are going to single crochet in the single crochet. Now we're just going to single crochet all the way around, and we are going to do that for 3 rows. So we have to get in every single stitch. Okay, get in there. Okay. Going up, going down on this, the hook size has definitely helped, because I can actually see all these little baubles. Whereas before I was like grasping to see them. Oh, I think I went in the... Oof. There we go. Get in the stitch, not the whole space. Naughty baby. Okay, one more row down. We just did a single, and we're going to do 2 more. Alright, join together, and you're going to chain up 1, you're going to crochet a single in the same, and then we're going to just repeat that. And we are going to do this 2 more times, this time and 1 more, for a total of 3 before we start the repeat all over again. Okay, we're at the end, and we're gonna slip stitch here, chain up 1 as always, do our little single in the same, and 1 more row. 1 more row of singles. Da, 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 da. Ya, cha, 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 cha. After a minute, you start seeing the same thing. I'm not a single crochet, regular. I have actually always wanted to do the pattern, the houndstooth pattern. Oh, I want to do that with, like, I don't know, black and green or black and purple. That would be wild. And then I would make it into, like, a bag or something. I don't know what I would do with it. But I wouldn't make it into a blanket, because that would take a minute. I guess you could make it baby blanket for somebody who, like, is really into houndstooth type of stuff. But it looks so crisp when you're done. It's just so beautiful. I'm trying to keep you guys centered. I'm sorry. He just came back from fishing. He caught 2 fish and threw them back and crashed his scooter. And now he is in the shower. We were camping at Beverly Beach in Oregon. It's near Newport. It's like a hair away from Newport. We're between Depot Bay and Newport. I don't even know if we're even considered to be already in Newport, but that's where we are, Newport, Oregon. Beverly Beach is this really cool camp location where you can get a campsite of different sizes and types. And there are these crazy trees. Look at these trees. Oh, I don't think I could show you. The tree over there is like hollow, and it's got like, it looks like a chandelier because there's spike, and then there's hollow. There's a spike of root, and then it's hollow all the way around, and the spikes are like as fat around as some of these trees, but the whole entire thing is like really strange, and it looks like a see-through. Like there's little animals living up inside there, and this one has this weird like stuff coming down from it, but he's gonna take his scooter. The other scooter has pop tire that he hasn't fixed yet. So we only have one scooter, or else I would go with him. But this campsite, I was telling him, has the most amazing trees. They look like people. I mean, like they're all melded and strange and twisted and really special looking. And he's going to take a scooter ride around here shortly. Once he recovers a little bit from hurting himself. Because he really hit pretty hard. All right, here we go. We have finished the 3 single crochets. Let's get these poppin' fresh babies out here. Let's get you poppin'. Our little, oh my gosh, you can actually wear this as a little hat. That was funny. Okay, so our next voyage of discovery is we are going to chain up 1, and yes, again, the single crochet. And we are going to start this part all over again. Oh, my hands itch. Okay, so now from there we are going to yarn over twice, go in, draw, pull through 2 and 2 and 2, and a single crochet on the other side. You did predict it, didn't you? You knew it was coming. Trebles and singles all the way around. Triple and single, all the way around. What song do you guys have stuck in your head today? 'Cause mine is like, where the love grows, do 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 do. There's been a bunch of guitar players on my Instagram, and it's people that are teaching themselves how to play different electric guitar pieces from, songs from the 80s and stuff that I like, heavy metal songs. And because I don't like any music other than heavy metal music and some 80s music, and everybody's singing that or playing that one song, Is This Love by Whitesnake, and I thought I would have that in my head all day, but not so much. Hey, get in there. If I make a mistake and I don't notice it, I'm sorry, but you know what a treble looks like, and you know what a single looks like. A lot of the time I will be crocheting and I will not notice whether or not this is up here or down here, and I keep trying to make sure, and I look at the whole thing. Trying to do little tight singles.
Some of you might still be here actually crocheting along with me just because it's nice to have somebody to crochet with. I would love it if there was just a freaking videos of people just knitting and crocheting, and I think I've watched all the ones that exist, and I have made some where it's just me crocheting in public in beautiful locations, and not that many people watch them, so I guess I'm the only one that likes them. But I love the Norwegian style slow videos where it's just watching somebody do something, and it's not necessarily about anybody saying anything, it's just fun to watch. It's one of the things you gotta watch while you're doing this is whether or not your mind drifts to other things and you yarn over only once instead of twice. Alright, so there's your second set of the baubles, the little mock baubles. And then from here on out, we're just gonna do a repeat. We're gonna do bauble. We're gonna do bauble 3 rows of single, bauble 3 rows of single, and make your project as big as you want. You could stop at a little cup, you could stop at a bucket, you could do whatever. Mine's gonna be a little yarn bowl. I keep saying bucket, but I mean yarn bowl every single time. It's a little yarn bowl. And your stitches may get fudged a little bit when you do the walk up here, but just if you struggle with that, don't worry, because this part will look fantastic. Look at how cute he looks. And when you're done, you just pop his little belly buttons out. I call them belly buttons, I guess. Oh, this is so cute. It looks studded, like studded jewelry. That's what it looks like to me, is studded jewelry. But I'm going to use it as a yarn bowl here in a minute. It's so cute. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do 3 more rows of single, and then I'm going to finish, and then I'm going to cast it off. I'm on my second row of 3. We're almost at the end. I feel it on my pinky. Getting closer. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna slip stitch to this. Okay, so I am actually going to put in another row of the bobble and then I'm going to be done because I really like this studded look at the top. Dang it.
More people dying, falling off among the falls.
Okay. Here's the oh well, my little thingies are popped in. Let's pop them out. Let's pop them out. Everybody stick out. Oh, that one, that one. I just kind of went along super fast and didn't pay attention if they were innies or outies. And there we have it. A little yarn bowl. Here we go. His little leggies are popped out. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. It's a little yarn bowl. Maybe I'll put other stuff in it because I usually sit my stuff everywhere in here and then it kind of gets slid everywhere. But I'll probably use it as a yarn bowl first. I smell that horrible campfire smell. And then I'll cast this off after and cut it. Oh, I have to cut it. Damn. There you go. Now you can make it for yourself. You can also put 3 more rows of the single on top, but I don't like the way that looks. It looks like it's waiting for another stitch, so I put the bobbles, the Easy Mock bobbles on the top, and it is in this book. The Step-by-Step Guide to 200 Crochet Stitches by Tracy Toddhunter. And the one we are making is on page 23. The Easy Mock Bobble. See, the picture doesn't really do it justice. You can't really see it. But there is the stitch. And this book is on sale on Amazon. It's like only $10 or $11. It's awesome. There's got like a million things in there. And there's like all this glossary showing you what the stitch. So you can just go through and look at the little picture and be like, oh, I want to make something that looks like that. And then just go like, voila. Or something cool. There's something cool. You can just make all the things. There's even a section of... Where's the section? There's even a section of like Tunisian ones. So you can do like all of them. Alright. Thank you for watching. Hope you make a bowl or a basket. You can make a basket. If you hold 2 strands, it'll stay up by itself a little stiffer than this. But this is doing pretty good. You stick something in here, it's probably not going to go anywhere. Alright. Thank you for watching.